We today we're going to be going over a table domain. We're going to be focusing a lot of this series on domains so that we can have our conversation finalized, because I don't have a bunch of new recruits coming in here, so I can totally pick on the people that I have in here right now.
You think?
I know.
Um,
All right. So table domain, this is how I normally used to do setting the table. Remember, this is what was meant to be a live instruction. So we're in this era of computers, and we're all separated out except for the people that are sharing the same room. uh,
Speak for yourself.
um, you don't have to do this attempt right off the get-go when you're setting the table. Go ahead and try to do as much as you can. If all you know is the nouns, by all means, when you go to sit down, I'm setting down the chawelch, right? I'm setting down the napkin. I'm setting down the sakadisabud. I'm setting down the sops, right? Do that. If that's what you know as the nouns, go ahead and do the nouns. And then right when you get the feeling for this, then start adding in the actions of bachata chud tea, chawayelch, bachata chud tea, kosit, bachata chud tea, zakadisabud. But in the instance, the rare occasion, if you are my students, we're going to be focusing in on the action. The action is more important than the noun. Okay. Let me say that again. The action is more important than the noun. All right. So make sure when instead of just saying I'm setting down the bowl or plate, you go bachata chud tea slaps. All right. Look white. I said slaps. Machado Chetila. Wait. And again, that's fine as long as you use the bachata chetty. I'm setting down the whatever you're setting down, right? So focusing on that action more than the word itself. I'm supposed to be going through the noun list with you, and hopefully, yep, that is the first thing to go. So slaps, spoon or ladle. Slaps.
Slaps. Slaps.
So if you have a slaps, go ahead and grab it. Just say slaps. Mhm. And then you get a knife. Stook, stook,
Stoke.
stoke. Yeah. Or if you know the sign language, go ahead and stoke. Oh. Just don't cut too much because you cut your finger off. Oh. Okay, suck Adisa, but this one I actually like putting the first sock Adisa bud. So sock Adisa bud. See, I keep on saying there is no here. And forgive my yeah, it's not sock Adisa bud. It's sock Adisa
Suck
bud.
these bud.
Sock Adisa bud.
These bud or
Adisa
bud.
bud. Mm-hmm.
Suck these bud.
Mm-hmm. Slach. 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 Oh, I totally skipped Saf Kokwa. Saf Kokwa. Mhm. I think equosid. Equosid.
Equals.
I think. Voila. I think that's what it
Give
is.
him coffee, somebody. Give him coffee. No, I'm just kidding.
Napkin. The word for napkin in sign language, I think it is this. I'm pretty sure. If it's not, it's this.
Ecoset.
Mm-hmm.
Ecoset. Okay.
Ecosid.
Ecoset.
Ecosid. Oh, that is a schwa, not a There you go. Tebu.
Table. Table. Table.
Latab.
La table. La table.
If you want to use the French word, by all means. The French word's fine there. Frenchy word is fine.
I'm with Pepe Le Pew under the table. La table.
Yes. Safquadil.
Soft Godel.
Safquadil.
Soft Godel.
Mhm.
Soft.
By means of sitting.
Sitting.
That's pan. Safquadil. But I need to wake up.
Please do. It'll be nothing but a laugh fest here. We know how this goes, us is.
What? All up.
What? All up.
Yeah. What? All up.
Fuck.
All up.
All up.
All up.
All up.
Mhm. Pot. Saf. Chich. Alek.
Soft. Take.
Saf. It's a TS.
Yeah.
It's not
Soft.
a C wedge for
No, soft. Take a leak.
mm-hmm. So the X wedge is that ugh. Soft Alec.
Soft. Fake.
Mm-hmm.
Fake. Fake.
Soft Quad.
Quad.
Soft Quad.
Quad.
And I do have to say that this is a question mark. I'm not entirely certain. I seen pot in pan, and if it's too hot for us to grab by our hands, just like quaded or quadad stuff. So you're manipulating something with something. So I'm thinking this is kind of right. Again, this is my takes on this. I'm not entirely certain where I came up with this word. So there's a few of them on here that I don't know. We had the words for candles. We had the word for decoration. Tablecloth was another one that I made up because somebody who won't be named really likes tablecloths, and we needed a way to say that.
Uh-oh. So quad pot holder, like you take quadada, you take something, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Stuff is by means of
by
grabbing.
means of grabbing.
Mm-hmm. This could also be a tool like a wrench or something, or something that you're using to grab or pinch something. I don't know. Truthfully,
I'd say if we're making up words, Suf quad lachi. Hand in, yeah? No, I don't know.
I shorter's better.
Shorter's better.
Shorter's better. No,
So,
we don't really need another
no new word.
right? We don't need a new word this long, right? Let's keep them
No.
short.
Oh, I'm gonna keep them short. Okay.
Because if we add achi, and then if you're adding your hands to get put into something, because I don't put my hands inside the oven mitts. I just grab on the outside, just use that or the whole thing to grab on. I don't put my hands in the oven mitts.
Okay.
It takes too long.
Takes too long.
I gotta
Okay.
stop and try to put my hand inside this thing, and then I use that to go. No, man, that's just too difficult. Just grab the whole oven pot hand, and then just grab the whole thing.
Why waste time?
Yeah.
It becomes a man tool.
That's another one we laughed about for a couple
Forever.
of days.
Yeah, that is
We
definitely
were
a fun
calling
way to
people
do.
that. You're a man tool.
Yeah, that is definitely a fun way to do dishes. That's for sure. I even got a man tool 2.0. I downgraded the motor so it's not as recumbent as the other one.
Oh, good God.
We're just having a whole bunch of fun today, guys.
Yes, let's just keep on having that. I think he's giddy because he didn't get his coffee. You know? Poopy. Stop.
Tsick. 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 Not tsick. Tsick. Yeah, it's a TS. Tsick.
Oh,
Tsick. Us. Chod. Us. Us chod. Us. Chod is the word for fire. Us is the state of being, and us is the wick. I don't know. Put it all together and it becomes candle.
Ashodkas.
Chala. Chala.
Not Tala. That's coming soon.
It's these would be technically chala, decorations for the tree or ornaments.
Oh,
Just something that looks good.
Mm.
Now, I don't know how this word would be said. So I don't know if normally we would describe the action and what the action is getting done to. But in some cases, the action, the thing that's getting it done to is done first, and then the what it's doing to that object is said second. So depending on which one is more important to you, whether if it is the decoration part or if it's the table part that is the more important part. So depending on how this gets set up is depending on how this thing gets said. tebu. Da hash tebu. Da
Da,
Da,
hash tebu.
tebu,
Tebu da
tebu,
hash.
da, ha.
tebu, da, ha,
Tebu
da,
da
ha,
hash. Da
da,
hash tebu.
tebu.
I just practically just grabbed the word for cloth and grabbed the word for table and just put them together. So
Okay.
that this is literally word for word. I don't know if we have a word because I looked in the dictionaries, all of them, and I could not find the word for tablecloth.
Mhm, mhm.
That would kind of make sense because our word for table was French. And so it would make sense that our there wouldn't be a tablecloth. I mean, the other thing that we could do is to go find the French word for tablecloth and indigenize that too, just like we did with table.
Right.
Yeah. But I like table.
The problem is what these things were meant for.
Mhm.
If you guys ever known and did any kind of history on what tablecloths were, they were something to wash your hands in before you started eating. They were the sink.
Yeah.
They would just go around and be like, okay, I'm gonna wipe my hands here and I'm gonna start eating here. So all that on the tablecloth was just like right there while they were eating. We were like, how dirty were these guys?
Animals they were. I said French for tablecloth is napa,
Napa.
da table, NAPPE, the table. Yeah. I like the hush better. Someone with that didn't know lushootseed or French would think, what? We're gonna nap on the table now? No, I'm just kidding.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
So just thinking about what those old tablecloths were, and when they were completely covered from a different, because it all started white. So the tablecloths all
Mhm.
started white, and then they slowly changed color as the
Years went on.
years went on. It's
They're
like,
called stains.
right? Stain
Oh.
dyed,
Nature stain.
right? So I didn't know that until recently, actually.
Oh wow.
I was all like, that is what tablecloths are for?
I
did
could
not
actually tell you
know.
I've witnessed it. The actual change in the color.
We used to set out tablecloths at the casino I used to work at, and we
Mhm.
used to have to put tablecloths down every time. And I did not, well, I knew they got dirty, right? But I thought there was
Mhm.
just from slobs just trying to eat and then have the food just spread out all on the table. I didn't know that people were actually wiping their hands and then eating, and not washing their hands before they ate. No wonder why we got so much pandemics going on.
There are filthy people out there, I'm telling you. And me, I see something, and I got to move everything and clean and then spray, bug spray. It's insanity for me. I mean, I did that to Brian this morning. I had to move everything.
And then going from how our knowledge is coming to be that we showered every day. It didn't matter if there was 6 feet of snow outside. We still ran to that river and showered
Yeah.
and jumped in the
Yeah.
water. We had
Yeah.
soap. We made soap twice a
Twice a
day.
day.
Wow.
We made soap Our Indian people weren't stinky. We had shampoo. Our Indian
Yeah.
people weren't stinky.
No, yeah, I know. I
It's
know.
like-
And even when when I went to Northern California, and when I first got there, we lived in an 8-man tent on the Russian River for about 2 months while we were raising money to get a place. And I would go down every day and take a bath in the river. And my partner was like, "You can't go down there." I'm like, "There is nobody here, literally. I'm going to go take a bath. I gotta go to work." Because even though we lived in the tent, I still went to work. So it was yeah. You go to your natural self. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's in your DNA. You don't have to worry about it. Some people, it's not in their DNA. You got to teach them. You stink.
Right. Some people are like, ew, water, it's cold outside. You're gonna catch a cold doing that. Well, no, it's gonna boost my immune system and it's also gonna shrink my fat cells. It's just good to go out to the water.
It is. It is.
Man, no wonder we got sick so much when the first Europeans came over. All their filth that they were just lathering up in.
Good
Oh,
God. On the ship, can you imagine what it was like? Those filthy people.
even worse.
It's like, and it's
Even
like,
worse.
we don't
There
want to
was-
be Christian. No.
I explained to my kids that the reason why so many brides wanted to be June brides was because they only bathed once a year. And in June, it was still warm enough that they could be outside and not have to worry about being cold.
Yeah.
But it's not so warm that they start stinking through their wedding.
Yeah. Here
And I
comes the bride. No, I'm
Yeah.
just kidding.
And I was explaining to that to my kids. I was like, so I mean, that's kind of what you hint at when you really want to be a June bride.
Yeah. Yeah. No, we'll wait till mid-October. No, yeah, I get it. I get it. And I was in Hawaii, we used pure water, just rainwater, and the pump broke. And the gal that was one of my roommates, she had fertilized that day and she smelled like steer manure. I go, come on, let's go down to the beach. She goes, what do you mean? I go, the water is heated by the volcano down there. So the water coming out of the shower head down there is hot. Let's go to it. She just looked at me funny. And I said, you're stinking up the place. Come on, let's go. You know? She'd never done that before. It was so funny. You do what you have to, you know?
Feed the fish.
Have her stinking up the house. No. Yeah, back in the day, they had to pay to get a bath, huh? Get a hot bath. I know when we were kids and we went to Hawaii, and they had a bathhouse, you know, like the Japanese, and they had one of those big kettles that you put up on the burners, heat up the water, and then we'd all help get it down when it was hot enough. And I always liked being first. I didn't like being everybody's turn.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mom talks about having to share bath water too when she was younger. And we had one of the younger aunties that did the same thing. She had to go first.
Yeah.
But they lived up Seattle, and they'd carry their water from the creek or the river.
We knew some people that built a place there outside, just before you get to Seattle. It was in the hills. I can't remember where the Bucks actually lived, but they would go get their water every so many days, you know. And it was different, you know. To me, it was different because here we live in this bustling town of Tacoma, and just, you know, 20-30 miles away, people are having to haul their water to take a bath and stuff. So it didn't, I never judged, because it was like second nature to us, you know. If you gotta take a bath, you gotta drink water, you gotta do all this stuff, you know. All the water. Yeah, they did that back in the day. Well, in here, you cannot save water. Yeah, you can't save catch it. Can you guys do that up
It's
there?
illegal in Washington state. It's a
illegal in-
gray area because Sock Swaddle doesn't have a regulation against it. And there's
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
houses in that's fee land that's in Snohomish County. So I don't think technically they can, but there's really not any regulations to stop us from doing it on the reservation.
Right. Well,
So it's
you
kind of a
know,
gray area.
I have been bathing and drinking pure water for 20 years. And then we moved back here and my psoriasis started coming back slowly because the water's treated or the water's got too much minerals in it, or, you know, it's not pure anymore. And I think to myself, my gosh, you know, people don't realize that how much better it is for you. I mean, I didn't drink it. I just bathed with it, you know, did my laundry. And I get extra bottles of spring water, and that's what I would drink. But I used, you know, one of the big 5-gallon bottles, but I'd flip it over onto a thermos, one of those big thermoses. So I had a spigot. That was my how I did my water to cook on the stove and stuff. Yep. You do what you have to.
Mhm.
Mom was saying that the rainwater makes your hair soft.
It does.
Beautiful.
It
I mean,
does.
my hair, it was very, very curly over there. I just wash it and go like this, done. No, no, yeah. People pay to get curls. No, I don't know. My hair is naturally curly. It's crazy. But I liked it. I like that water. Rain. Miss it.
All right, let's go through the noun list. Go ahead and kick it off, somebody.
Okay. Hmm.
Oh.
Do you want us to say what it is and then?
Do the lushootseed first and then English.
Okay. Shop, spoon, ladle, stook, knife, suck, spud, fork, so, quokwa, cup, tosh, plate, ekosid, napkin, debu, table, so, wadil, chair, up, pot, so, eat, leak, pan. We're not sure, but sakwad, pot holder, pan holder. Eat, seek.
Don't go ahead and don't move the move in candles and decorations. Don't do that
Oh.
one yet. Just focus in on the nouns that would be grabbing.
Oh, okay. So,
Tablecloth.
tahash, tibu or tibu da hash.
Mhm.
Um,
And then you're done.
oh, okay. All righty. Ta-da.
Slops, spoon, stook, stoke, knife, spud, fork, sequoia, cup, slot, plate, napkin equals it, tibu, table, so ordeal, ho, chair, ho, olive, pot, so a halik, pan, so pot holder, the hach, tebu, tibu dahash tablecloth. Hoyachet.
Ay, clocks, spoon, hook, knife, so disabad, fork, so cup, lock, plate, eat, posted, abu, table, so wadil, chair, pallet, hot, so it, alip,
Out, out.
and so hot holder and table ha ha oh yes.
Haha. Shops, Stug, Sakadisabad, Safkokwa, Lock. I'm gonna work on that one. Laquite, E Kosid, Tebu, Saf Quadil, Alap, Sa Chekolek, Sa Quad. How do I say that one? Safquad. Tebu Dah. Okay, my tongue doesn't want to do that sound.
I guess today we're going to split things up and do it in half today, half tomorrow. We'll set the table tomorrow. Know that tomorrow we're going to try to focus in on just setting the table. We'll go over the nouns. If you don't know the nouns by then, go ahead and not use the noun and just use the action. And just every time you're saying something, focusing on the action rather than the noun. The action is more important because you're going to do the action a lot more than you're going to use the noun. Although the noun can spread out through the other actions that you do. So eventually pick that up, but not this time. So I guess I'll have this also down on Teams as well. So you know that it's going to be both, but it's only 1,000 words I can put on the Flipgrid. So there's a limitation to it. So it's just gonna say setting the table doc, and go ahead and look up it on your Teams. It should be there, and if it's not there, which I'm getting to know now, if it's not there, I'm going to add it there. So here we go, domains, kitchen, and then it should say table something, toast, washing hands, sweeping. Looks like it's not there. So I'm going to upload the file. Oh wait, before I do that, I gotta
Under
save it.
table domain.
Yep.
Let's see. Let's go back. Yeah, right when you go through that, the goals all the way through is that the nouns and then the setting the table on the table domain file. Yeah,
I don't see it.
it says table domain docs in the files.
Okay, I'm just gonna upload the one we were messing around with anyway. Just
I'm share my screen. Oh, host disabled it. Oh. It's right under that sign with table setting, sweeping, table domain docs.
we got uploaded one. Yay, it's there. All right, it's there. Now you can click on it in the thing. It might be in two different spots now, but I guarantee it's there.
Okay.
To the shoot seed. Yeah, these ones don't. aren't in
Yeah,
there.
they don't open.
And then these ones. And then this is the one I added. Okay. Well, it's there now, for sure. And then don't forget to add Elch to your washing the dishes. The one from yesterday. When you do these. And again, if you want to edit it, you can. And then just washing dishes. Not washing machine. Oh, doing the dishes is what I said it was. And then go ahead and replace stove. So I'll just cut that out. Oh, I cut it out.
I do wash the stove when I wash dishes, so that
Me
might
too.
be what. That's one of the big things that gets done when I wash dishes.
Big things.
Yay. It is there. Okay, so bowl. Come on. Maybe the other way. Nope, it's gonna want to be. It's just gonna be try to be bigger. There it goes. That looks right. Sweet. I don't remember highlighting it.
I did that.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's funny that it highlighted it. I just wanted to differentiate the questions with, or, the action, the shoot suit from the English. It was like all blending together.
Sweet. Well, there we go. All right, that's your homework. Set the table. Make sure to go into Flipgrid, and if you can't get into Flipgrid next class, please tell me so I can try to get you through logging on to Flipgrid. Because it is pretty cool, because all you need to do is just do that, and then it's just a place for us to store our information that we then can upload somewhere else.
Yeah, for future classes. Yeah, I had a hard time with, like I said, try to record off of Flipgrid. So I just, the only thing I had to have up was the lushootseed phrases and stuff that we were doing. And I just hit record on my camera on my laptop, and then I just uploaded it, because when you get into the part where you're going to do that, there's those little dots on the side. You click on that and it'll say upload or record. But mine wouldn't record, so I had to record on my own camera.
I kept on forgetting that I have to be on out of lushootseed. If you don't get that part, this part down there out of lushootseed, it'll when you're trying to type your passwords in, it totally will not do
Throw you
the,
out,
yeah,
call the administrator if you continue having problems.
yeah, yeah. So here are the ones. If you do the hello, I am, and then introduce yourself.
Oh, look at, I got 3 of them. Get rid of 2 of them, please. I didn't know.
Right, that's fine.
So
They're fine.
I'm gonna head out. I have to go sign in for my evening class.
Okay, okay.
So I'll see you guys.
Bye.
Boy.
Bye.
Oh, someone really wanted to do their video, huh?
What are you talking about?
I did 2 different washing the hands.
Oh,
Overachievers here anyway.
yeah. You think we'd
I
be
want to make you
fluent.
proud, James.
I know. We learned hard heads.
Right. All right. Boy, sushi to beat
Boy.
Sid. See you tomorrow.
All right. Have a good evening.